Three, two, one.
Hi, my name is Nurul Shafika binti Sulaiman. My metric number is H21A2597. The first question is develop the frequency table with the percent and cumulative percent frequency for math and English scores. For math start, 712 minus 552 divided by 5, so the answer is 32. The class is 6, the frequency is 25. Meanwhile, the English start scores 721 minus 486 divided by 5, so the answer is 47. The class also has 6 and the frequency is 25.
Hi, my name is Nuraina Najah binti Rosti. My metric number H1A2344. I will present question number 2. Histogram chart for math and English score. Histogram is a bar graph representing a data set frequency distribution. In the histogram, we show frequency and midpoint. Math score. Based on his histogram, the highest frequency is 9. The midpoint is 567.5 and continue to decrease to frequency 1 at the midpoint of 663.5. Then increase to frequency 4 at the midpoint of 695.5 and return to frequency 1. Next, English score. A graph shows a relatively high increase, which is the highest frequency of 10 at the midpoint of 603 and decrease until the frequency of 1 at the midpoint of 744. Next, pie chart. A pie chart is a circle divided into sectors representing category. The area of each sector is proportional to the frequency of each category. This is the formula for creating a sector on a pie chart. The pie chart shows the percentage of gender in the sample, which is 52% female and 48% male.
Question 3 is calculate mean, median, mode and standard deviation for both. First, the mean for math SAT is 617.42, while the mean for English SAT is 587.66. For median, math SAT is 584 until 615, while English SAT is class 580 until 626. For mode, the highest scores of math SAT is 561.3, while the English SAT is 592.3. Therefore, the sample variance of math SAT is about 1,768,807.7 and the sample standard deviation about 1,329.9 scores. Meanwhile, the sample variance of English SAT is about 1,989,631.2 and the sample deviation is about 1,410.5 scores.
My name is Kushmila Devi Dr. Shairam and my metric number is H21A2121. I'm here to present about the question number 4. The high school GPA mean is 3.0, the median is 3.09, the mode for high school GPA is 3.51. Therefore, the sample variance is about 0.337 and the sample standard deviation is about 0.581. The skewness of 0.15, negative 0.15 for the high school GPA is data is negative, which means the data is left skewed. For the computer SAT, the mean is 3.1. The median of computer SAT is 3.17. The mode for computer SAT is 3.52. Therefore, the sample variance is about 0.293 and the sample standard deviation is about 0.541. The skewness of negative 0.12 for the computer SAT data is negative, which means that the data is left skewed.
Hi, my name is Nidnura binti Hanizan. My metric number H12A2273. My part is confidence interval for math and English score. The math score is 617.42 plus minus Z 0.05 per 2 as per resource power n. Next is 617.42 42 plus minus 1.96, 53.75 per resource power 25. Next is 617.42 plus minus 2107. The answer is 596.35 and 638.49. Next is English score. 587.96 plus minus Z 0.05 per 2 as resource power N. 587.96 plus minus 1.96, 58.38 resource power 25. 587.96 plus minus 22.88. The answer is 5.08 and 610.84. The next is data plot incorporating the student high school GPAs, their overall university GPAs. The figures show the relationship between two variables in the data set. The point in the graph includes moving from the left to right. So the scatter plot show is a positive correlation. This means the value of one variable increases the relationship with the others. It can be concluded to be positively low because all the points we scattered.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Haniza binti Zainal Abidin. My matric number H21A2515. I want to present about what is the correlation between high school GPA and overall school GPA. For high school GPA is 75.18. Overall university GPA is 77.71. X square is 234.18 and Y square is 247.82. XY is 239.74. Then R equal 239.74 minus 75.18 bracket 77.71 close bracket divide by 25. Divide root bracket 234.18 minus bracket 75.18 close bracket square divide by 25 close bracket. Bracket 247.82 minus bracket 77.71 close bracket square minus 25 close bracket. Then R equal 239.74 minus 233.69. Root bracket 234.18 minus 226.08 close bracket. Bracket 247.82 minus 241.55 close bracket. And R equal 6.05 divided by root bracket 8.1 close bracket and then bracket 6.27 close bracket. R equal 6.05 divide by root square for 50.77 and then R equal 6.05 divide by 7.13. R equal 0.849. There is very strong positive correlation at 0.849 between high school GPA and university GPA. Question 8. Did the student have higher overall math score or English score? A. Calculate each of these means formula value of total number divided by number of total data. Math score 15,376 divided by 25. And the answer is 615.04. English score 14,626 divided by 25. The answer is 585.04. The student had higher overall math score of 615.04 than English score of 585.04. For question 8b, conduct a qualitative test to see if this difference is statistically significant. Overall difference is 750 and overall difference square is 48,042. S equal root square bracket 48,042 minus bracket 750 close bracket square divide by 25 close bracket divide by 25 minus 1. Root square bracket 48,042 minus 562,500 divide 25 close bracket divide 24. Root square bracket 48,042 minus 22,500 close bracket divide 24. Root square 25,542 divide by 24. Root square 1,064.25. S equal 32.62. For D is 750 divided by 25 equal 30. For T is 30 minus 0 divided by bracket 32.62 divide root square 25 close bracket. T equal 30 divided by 30 bracket 32.62 divide 5 close bracket equal 30 divided by 6.524. T equal 4.598. Conclusion, since T bigger than T, 0.025 24 bracket 4.598 bigger than 2.62. Reject HO, and we can conclude that the two population mean are not equal, or there is significant difference between the two population mean.
Question number 9. Test that the mean female grade is the same for male student. At the significant level of 0.05, use the t-test. This shows how to calculate.
For the solution for the math SAT is the total amount of simple linear regression for B1 is 78.95. The total amount of simple linear regression for Y is 615.04. The total amount of simple linear regression for X is 3.11. The overall total sum of simple linear regression is Y equals to 369.51 plus 78.95x. For English set, the total amount of simple linear regression for B1 is 86.14. The total amount of simple linear regression for Y is 585.04. The next is the total amount of simple linear regression for X is 3.11. The overall total sum of simple linear regression is Y equals to 317.14 plus 86.14x. And for the last, the correlation between the university GPA and the math SAT score is 0.77. The percentage between the total variation with university GPA and the math SAT score should be 59.29% for the regression line. The correlation between the university GPA and the English SAT score is 0.75. The percentage between the total variation with university GPA and the English SAT score shows 86.25% for the regression line.